Breaking news from the entertainment world today. Malcolm-Jamal Warner, a favorite actor from the 80s hit The Cosby Show, has died. Warner drowned off the coast of Costa Rica yesterday. Costa Rica National Police telling ABC News his official cause of death was asphyxia. Near a beach in Limon, Costa Rica, this happened. Police say he was caught by a high current in the water. Malcolm-Jamal Warner was 54 years old.
Y'all, something doesn't add up. Beloved actor dies on a beach. No witnesses, no footage, and suddenly, his family starts whispering about poison, cover-ups, and a deliberate takedown. And now, the internet is asking, was Malcolm-Jamal Warner silenced for speaking the truth? Okay, this is the kind of story that sends actual chills down your spine. Because what looked like a simple drowning accident, it's now unraveling into something darker, something eerily familiar, and possibly something sinister. Let's rewind. Malcolm-Jamal Warner. Most of us grew up watching him. Whether you loved him as Theo on The Cosby Show or followed his deeper work later in life, Malcolm wasn't just another celebrity. He was thoughtful, private, powerful with his words, a man who stayed in his lane until suddenly he didn't. According to official reports, Malcolm, age 54, was on a peaceful family vacation in Costa Rica. It was supposed to be a break, a reset. Instead, it turned into his final destination. The story goes that he drowned at Playa Cocos, a beautiful but dangerous beach known for rough tides and hidden currents. Allegedly, bystanders tried to help, but when paramedics arrived, it was already too late. He was found unresponsive, declared dead on the spot. No signs of foul play, just a tragic accident. End of story. Right? Wrong. Because from the moment the news broke, fans were like, wait, what? First of all, this beach, it's a tourist hotspot. People are always out there. And yet, not a single video, not one blurry TikTok clip, no Instagram posts from the beach. We live in a world where people record themselves sneezing, and you're telling me no one caught a single second of a celebrity drowning? Even worse, no lifeguards were on duty, on a dangerous beach, in peak vacation season. Why? Officials blamed resource issues, but that's it. But guess what? The very next day, they suddenly announced they were redirecting safety resources back to that same beach. Like, oh, now y'all care? But here's where the red flags start screaming.
First time it made me think of Black excellence in a different way, right? Like because Black excellence now is attributed to fame and money.
Never.
So that's been my issue.
Never for me.
With it. But now when I'm looking into the story, like Black survival in and of itself is Black excellence.
Because we've always had to supersede, do better, and more things have been put in our way to cross over.
Just 2 days before his death, Malcolm dropped what would become his final podcast episode. And when I tell you, this man knew something was up, you better believe he did. The episode was titled, Not All Hood, and it was anything but random. In it, Malcolm spoke about Black identity, survival, and the quiet ways society tries to erase people like him. There's one quote that fans can't stop replaying. Black survival in itself is Black excellence. And when you hear it now, after everything, it doesn't sound like a reflection. It sounds like a warning, like someone trying to leave behind a coded message. But Malcolm didn't stop there. He started digging deep, calling out the media's obsession with stereotypical narratives, how Black men are constantly boxed in and misrepresented, how the struggle to just exist becomes exhausting. And if that wasn't enough to raise eyebrows, listen to this. Multiple sources close to Malcolm's family say they never believed the official story. Like they were already raising questions while the rest of the world was still grieving. Whispers of inconsistencies, timelines not adding up, rumors of poison. Yes, and poison. One theory being tossed around, Malcolm may have been given a slow-acting substance.
Beyonce, Tracee Ellis Ross, and more are reacting to the sudden death of Cosby Show star. In a post on her official site, the megastar singer shares a throwback photo of Malcolm from his days as a child star on the sitcom, alongside text which reads, "Rest in power, Malcolm-Jamal Warner. Thanks for being a part of our shared television history. You will be missed."
Something that didn't kick in until he was already in the water, meaning he was set up to die in the most untraceable way. Now here's the part that really got people spiraling. Malcolm's daughter was there. She was reportedly with him on that trip. Imagine witnessing your father's final moments, but then hearing whispers that it might have been premeditated, that someone might have done this on purpose. It's every family's worst nightmare. But some say Malcolm's case isn't an isolated tragedy. They think it's part of a pattern. Let's talk about that. Because if you've been paying attention to Hollywood, you already know there's a chilling history of outspoken Black voices being suddenly silenced. Whether through mysterious deaths, public breakdowns, or canceled careers, there seems to be a price for refusing to stay quiet. Remember Nipsey Hussle, gunned down while pushing for Black ownership? Dave Chappelle, slammed when he walked away from a multi-million-dollar deal deal because he refused to be controlled. And let's not forget Martin Lawrence, who literally ran into traffic in '96 screaming, "They're trying to kill me," before the media immediately tried to label him unstable.
Media focuses on. And
that we're all one thing.
Yeah, and the whole concept is our perspectives and our opinions and our ways of life. And we wanted to be able to have a place where we can talk about all of those things, discuss all of those things, and shed light on the not all hood aspects of who we are.
But here's the kicker. His toxicology report was clean. 0 substances. So what really happened to him? And just recently, Angie Stone, the R&B legend, died in a car crash where she was the only one who didn't make it. She had just posted a message claiming her music publishing had been stolen, and she knew who did it. The post felt like a threat. She even said, "I'm ready." Days later, she was gone. So when fans look at Malcolm's case, they're not seeing a coincidence, they're seeing a pattern. And the more you dig, the more questions come up. Why was there no clear timeline of events? Why are the statements from bystanders so vague? Why was the Red Cross delayed? And why are there 0 eyewitnesses who have come forward? Oh, and let's not forget, this man had no history of reckless behavior. He wasn't out partying, chasing clout, or stirring up drama. Malcolm was private, low-key, focused on family and storytelling. He had nothing to gain from faking controversy. And here's the twist that gives me literal goosebumps. Rumors are swirling that his family is hiring a private investigator. That's right. They want to retrace his final hours. Get the real truth. And if that happens, baby, this could blow wide open. Because what if the drowning wasn't the cause of death, but the cover? What if the podcast wasn't a coincidence, but a farewell letter? And what if Malcolm knew his time was almost up? Listen, this isn't the first time a powerful message has been followed by a tragic ending. But the difference now, people are paying attention. They're connecting dots, calling out inconsistencies, and refusing to stay silent. Malcolm's own words are coming back to haunt this case in the most chilling way. He said it best, "Even when we're better, they still find a way to put someone over us." That line hits like a gut punch now. Like he knew what the system was capable of. And maybe, just maybe, that's why he was taken. The industry has never been kind to truth tellers. It praises you while you play the game, but the second you challenge it, suddenly, Ice, you're troubled. You're gone too soon. You're remembered, but never heard again. And that's why fans aren't letting this go. Because if Malcolm-Jamal Warner was silenced, then they're making sure his voice still echoes. His death doesn't feel like closure. It feels like a warning, like a final puzzle piece in a much bigger, more disturbing picture of how the entertainment world really works. The quiet battles, the hidden hands, the voices that speak truth to power and get buried for it. And right now, his family is refusing to let that happen. They're asking questions. They want answers. And if they dig deep enough, someone will break. So, was Malcolm-Jamal Warner's death just a tragic accident? Or was it a message? Was he a man caught in the wrong place at the wrong time? Or a truth teller who knew too much? Drop your thoughts below because this isn't just a mystery. This is a warning to all of us. Rest in power, Malcolm. Your voice was strong, your words were clear, and the truth is still echoing.